I was summoned to come and testify. There was a previous case when I was the governor of Nairobi, the case about Mabolak. The truth was there is a section of the fire station land that was hived. I think I can't remember, but our papers are before the court. We were here since 9 a.m. in the morning, but the petitioner, or the guy who sued me, has sought for an adjournment through his advocate. The court has accepted, but we are happy. We have been awarded costs because they're the ones who sought for an adjournment. They knew the case was coming up for hearing today. So we're just here to shed light. We have all our maps from the survey to show that this is stolen land. It is land that has been grabbed. And we are not here for any malice. The owners of Marble Ark are investors in this great county of ours. We just want to lay the facts as they are. Because in the lands record, it clearly shows the land sits on a public land. Part of it. I said it when I was the governor, the lawyers clarified, and I'm saying it again today. Marble Ark sits on a public land belonging to Nairobi County. The law is very clear. We don't want the hotel to be demolished. He's an investor. I'm a nobody today in this county, but I was the governor. I'm out of office now, and I'm repeating the same sentiments that parts of that land belongs to the great people of Nairobi. It's a public land. What we're after is, I'm sure we're going to win this case. We want the owners to do a compensation to the Nairobi County. That is what I'm after. Mama Ngina, on what she said. I think we saw her, I think she was in a church. And then akasema the government is targeting her properties, which is very wrong. We respect her. She's our mother. Alikuwa first woman of this country before. And I think people fear her, or fear the family. But I think I will respond to her allegations or sentiments in a very njia ya kiheshima sana. I will say we respect her a lot. And the government is not targeting any of her assets. I only have one question for our mother, whom we respect a lot. We respect the family a lot. There are so many things which happened when her son was the president. We saw widows in Kayole, Ruai, Kariobangi, nyumba zao zilibomolewa. Wamama wengi Nairobi leo wajane. Wamebomolewa manyumba kinyume ya sheria, hawakuwa compensated. Mambo mingi mabaya ilifanyika during the previous administration when her son was the president. We saw guys being taken to Rivayala who were executed. Others was taken to Abedeas. As the mother of this nation, we are supposed to hear her voice during that time. Not now that her family is being told to pay taxes. That is very wrong. We respect her a lot. Look, there is a university in Gatundu South, Mama Ngina University, where it has been constructed. Over 180 families walifosiwa kufufua makaburi zao. Wakakuwa juu kule walipeleka. We also want the family, apart from the tax issue, to compensate those land owners, those widows of Gatundu South, where the university has been constructed. Article 40, Article 4 of the Kenyan Constitution empowers anyone who wants to acquire any land anywhere to compensate those landowners or squatters. That one has never happened. So we were expecting to hear her voice during that time. Wakati our widows were displaced, wakati Kenyans were displaced, there are also Kikuyu widows who lost their land during that time. So we want justice for all. Kwa hivyo kama ni mambo ya tax, kila mtu alipe tax. Kama ni mambo ya haki, each and every Kenyan is entitled kupata justice. That time we never had Mama Ngina utter even a word on these injustices that were done by his son. I'm not trying to pick a fight with the former president or the family of Mama Ngina. We respect the family, we respect the former president, we respect Mama Ngina Kenyatta, but let the truth be known. We want justice for everyone, and everyone must pay tax, including myself.
I think one very fundamental aspect that has come out of that, Justice Chitembo's removal from office, the verdict of the tribunal, has been the failure of the justice system to accord a litigant before the court, in particular Governor Sonko, a fair hearing. twisting the course of justice because of political expediency, corruption, and other self-interests, which a judge should be above. But here is a victim of political witch hunt. Here is a victim of clear corruption on the part of a judge. And it is right, and it is good that the justice system should not be sabotaged, hijacked, or otherwise manipulated by the political players who feel that they are under some threat by rising political competitor or someone who's totally innocent because they have stood in the way of some economic interest or benefit that they wish to derive from the political position. And it was Governor Sonko's move that stopped the NMS from taking 27 billion from the residents of Nairobi City Council. Today, we have a debt of 40 billion that was accrued during the last period of the last administration. Governor Sonko had stopped that. But someone in the political office at the apex of this country then thought that he has blocked the access to those funds and therefore he should be removed. So it is wrong for us to have history repeat itself. And it is good that we should undo this mess, because then we will have created a precedent. But it speaks volumes that a judge who was given an opportunity to say that I did this or I did that in terms of the impeachment was unable to do it. More fundamentally, he was the one in a bench that rendered a judgment without a signed judgment. Without a signed judgment. His signature is not on that judgment. Neither of the other two judges have a signature on that judgment. Yet that judgment was upheld by the Court of Appeal. Yet that judgment was upheld by the Supreme Court. What justice are we dispensing because of political expediency? What a shame.
Okay, two important points since the lawyer has mentioned about NMS. All the public land, county land in Nairobi. I'm a nobody now, but I still have my political muscles to fight on behalf of the great people of Nairobi who once meant me to be their governor. Section 3, Nairobi water houses were grabbed during NMS time. The land was given to proxies, state house proxies, former state house proxies. They know themselves. Former MCS, we are bringing a case here tomorrow. Will you be ready by tomorrow, Lion?
Sure.
A week, maybe by a week. We want that land to be repossessed for Nairobi water in Section 3 easily. County houses were demolished. We are going to repossess them and return them back to Nairobi City County Government. Another important point the lawyer has mentioned, on one of the video clips that was used by the tribunal, we saw Judge Chitembwe, I'll share that video with you, admitting that former state house proxies, former deputy controller, one of my lawyers, whom I'm taking him to the disciplinary committee also, Cecil Miller, George Kariuki from the State House, former majority leader, went to his house with a message from the president, and the judge accepted. Akasema kama mmetumwa na president sawa, on my impeachment case. And that clip is there. And then also I remember at the judge's house, the judge showed us there was a ruling to return me back to office against my impeachment. But he told me he was forced to rarua that ruling and do another one. That is why you guys were here since morning waiting for the judgment of my impeachment case, case number 425. But the impeachment was delivered at night until 11 p.m. But there was a judgment to return me back to office. But instructions come from above, that judgment was raruliwa. We have all those clips. And the judge confessed, he admitted. Cecil Miller himself confessed. He was my lawyer. Aligeuka because of loyalty for money. He backstabbed me against there's some conditions governing all lawyers. If you're representing your client, you're supposed to be with him. Ethics. You're supposed to be with him. But he decided to backstab me. Went with this state house cartels all the way to Judge Chitembwe's house. I told the judge we have been sent by state house, by the president, that Sonko is not wanted. And my judgment was destroyed. A fresh judgment was